Peter Obi is the attraction in this coalition, yet they don't want to make him the leader of that coalition. So they simply don't mean well for our country. They only mean two things: to grab power for themselves using Peter Obi's political economy, and secondly, to once again remove Peter Obi from the equation. And you know for what reasons. We make it clear that any coalition that will not have Obi as the leader of that coalition is dead on arrival. Coalition. They say there are talks for coalition. What is the economy of this coalition? What is the viability of the coalition? If you ask me, whichever person that is planning a coalition want to ride on the popularity of Peter Obi, on the value of Peter Obi in that coalition. It looks more like that coalition will rubbish Peter Obi. And then, after coalition, what next? To your tent, O Israel. So is it just about grabbing powers in 2027? We, the obedient people, are not so much after grabbing powers. While we agree that we need to improve the lot of our people, we have come to understand our position in the scheme of things. We have grounds to cover. We have reforms to make. And while we go into 2027 elections, working on these things, if they yet again steal power, we will keep building till a time they no longer can steal. A time they no longer can steal power. And we want that Obi aligns to none of these type of coalition that is just to wrestle power from President Tinubu. All of them never wanted Obi to be in power. They all supported this same man to be in power by hook or crook. And that is what happens when you think you are putting some selfish people in power for whatever childish and selfish reasons. They fail themselves, they also fail you. And I haven't seen any honesty in these coalition talks. You have always known that Nigerians trust the leadership of Peter Obi and want him to be president. But in the talks for coalition, you are not saying Obi will be the president. You simply want to bring his viability. You simply want to draw whatever support he has because you need that following. You want to ride on that following once again to say you won the elections and not Peter Obi. Let's see the quality of the people calling for this coalition. Their quality in terms of acceptability in the Nigerian state. Can El-Rufai pull a vote that will make him a president? Let's be factual. I mean, when we go into a genuine elections, not the type where they allocate votes. If you ask me, it's a capital no. Can Atiku pull the number of votes he needs to win elections? No. Then, can Peter Obi pull the number of votes he needs to win election? Yes. Not just the South, but in the North and every part of Nigeria. That is simply their target. And they are camouflaging on the grounds of saving Nigeria. They really don't mean it. They just want to sweep Obi off his feet. 2027 is here, and by the time they finish, it will take them another 2 years. Max 3 to begin to talk about another elections. I want to also remind Peter Obi once again that your statements in the questions you were answering have been taken out of proportion, where they say that you said you were never going to run for elections after 2027. But if I understand that statement, you were trying to say that time waits for nobody. If this time goes, you get older than you were. And it's important to bring young minds into politics. And not necessarily that you will not be running for elections. Even though you hinted that you wouldn't like to be running for elections at such long old age, you haven't said that you will not run for elections in those ages. Now, it's been said times and times again that it is the Nigerian people that are running through you. You have to consult us before some of these statements start flying around. And you have to be careful with some of the things you say, because they want to get words from you. Peter Obi is the attraction in this coalition, yet they don't want to make him the leader of that coalition. So they simply don't mean well for our country. They only mean two things: to grab power for themselves using Peter Obi's political economy, and secondly, to once again remove Peter Obi from the equation. And you know for what reasons. We make it clear that any coalition that will not have Obi as the leader of that coalition is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. We dare the coalition to be in one side and Peter Obi on another side, all contesting as different platforms. Peter Obi will win the APC, the coalition, and every other party, because we, the Nigerian people, are solidly behind him.